All right, welcome to Daily Neighborhood Ride. Today we're working on the old Kona Cadabra. I had a bunch of bottom bracket clicking going on. Thought it was the pedals, but I don't think so. I think it's the bottom bracket. So we're gonna take that apart if we can and see what's going on there. Right in that lock washer. It's supposed to be able to come off by hand, and it did. So, maybe I can clean this and get rid of some of the clicking, but it might just be time to put a new bottom bracket in there. So, yeah, that's fine too. So these are loose, but there's this little washer, I don't know what you call this thing. It sits down in there and kind of holds the crank arm on. So once you have those pinch bolts loose, screwdriver or something, whoop, there it comes. Guess it doesn't have to come all the way out. Oh, I guess it goes through that bolt, but you can see this little thing here. This slips down and kind of helps hold the crank arm on. So a rubber mallet is kind of what you want here, and I have one somewhere, but I'm just gonna pad this and give it a little tap. It doesn't have to be hard. Like I said, the rubber mallet is the tool of choice, but whoa, pull that side off. Okay, so this frame design, I'm not going to be able to get a wrench on that. I might have to just take this all apart, but I should be able to get one on the other side. So it's been clicking on me for way too long. All right, we're gonna I don't know how I'm gonna get the other side. I really don't want to take the whole linkage apart. Even though I have done it before, since I put this Magic Link shock. This bike came with it was a coil spring in there, and I upgraded it to the air shock. Well, it doesn't look dirty in there. It's got grease on it. You got dirt on this little spacer ring, but I'm gonna clean it up and just put it back together, and we'll just see if it creaks, and then obviously if it creaks, we'll just go buy a new bottom bracket. I mean, I think a Shimano bottom bracket's not that expensive. 30, I don't know, whatever it is, Like, you get Chris King one or something for $170, $180, I don't know. I don't think we need to go that good, but just any new bottom bracket probably do the trick. But let's just take this one out, clean up the threads in the frame, put some grease in there, and tighten it all down and just see what it sounds like. I know I only got 12 viewers, but maybe the reason I only have that many viewers is because they don't like listening to my bike creak when I ride it. Whatever. There's so many mountain bike channels, and I'm not really trying to be a super duper mountain bike channel or nothing. I just like riding, and I'm old, and there's plenty of videos of people being crazy. Okay, because of this crazy frame design, I have to take this linkage apart to be able to get my wrench on the other bottom bracket side. There we go. Okay. Is that gonna give us the room? I think it is. Get that out of the way. But we're making it work. Okay, now I should be able to pull that out by hand. Yeah, the bearings don't seem loose and all wobbly or nothing, so. All right, let's just, let's clean it up and grease it up and put it back together. And then if that doesn't stop the clicking, we'll buy a new bottom bracket. We'll try that. Who knows? We just drop that down there. Pretty interesting. This Magic Link. This bike is from 2010, and I think they made it until 2012 or 13 maybe. And then they discontinued this idea, but you know, it was supposed to pedal uphill like a XC bike and come downhill like an all mountain bike. I don't know if it really hit that mark, but they tried, and at the time it was pretty wild. It's been a good bike though. I mean, you basically get 160 millimeters of travel in the rear end if you hit something big, and 150 up front. So for a bike that's 11 years old, that was pretty cool. Well, like I said, it's probably time for me to get a new bike, but being a full-time musician for the last 21 years, I don't have money to be buying bikes. I need to sell some of these other bikes to buy just one nice mountain bike maybe. But we'll clean this up real good, and like I said, we'll put it back together, see if we get rid of that clicking, which would be nice if I'm gonna make any more bike videos, old man biking videos. Like I said, I was thinking about changing the name of the channel to The Grumpy Mountain Biker, because I'm pretty good at being grumpy. I hate this and I hate that and blah blah blah. All right, I'm gonna give it a deep clean. Well, I kind of hate to put this all back together and have it click again, but then at least we'll know. Not like it's really that hard. And if we have to replace the bottom bracket, we will. I will. You're not doing anything. Yeah, the bearings seem fine. They're rolling smooth. I don't hear any grit or noise in there, but you know, everything changes when it's under load. So that's the thing, is, does it make noise when you're climbing a hill? You know, because that's when you notice it. It's not clicking when you're not pedaling, and a lot of times on the flat ground it's not making much noise, so. Okay, it's just still cleaning a little bit here. I was missing a washer on this bolt here, on the pinch bolt, but I found one. It's gonna work. That crank arm took a pretty nice hit right there. Okay, we're almost ready to reassemble. Okay, on these bottom bracket, they're marked left and right, so if you forget, oh, what side was that? It should be marked on there. Facing forward, left side tells you which way to tighten to. This is righty-tighty. The other side, I believe, is a reverse thread. So if you don't want to cross thread that, obviously, just put it in with your hand. This piece on the other side here. Get our swing arm out of the way there. Swing arm, chain stay, I don't know, what do you call it? Get this out of the way a little bit more. It can just hang out right there for now. Okay, we've moved over to the right side. Got an R on here. A little bit of grease in there. And that's a reverse thread, turning it the wrong way. If I was paying attention, I'd know that, right? Go in as far as we can by hand. Get our parts tool. Bottom bracket tool 9. I think I gotta replace the bottom bracket on my Rocky Mountain fat bike too. Oh, and has some play in it. This didn't have any play in it. So I'm hoping a cleaning is gonna help, but we'll find out. We will find out. This is only the second time I've had this bottom bracket off in 11 years. All right, that's back on. We're gonna put, I'm gonna put this linkage back together. And then we'll put the crank arms on and see what it does. Oh, I did have to wrestle that linkage a little bit, but got it back together. Put the cranks back on. A little pinhole there. All right, our little, before we tighten up the pinch bolts, put this lock washer back on. Use the other end of our tool. Tighten our pinch bolts back. Okay, that's pretty much it. So we'll tighten these up, put the chain on, and we'll take it for a test ride. Hopefully that works. Otherwise, we'll just go buy a new bottom bracket and do it again with a new one. All right, ride on. All right, no noise. Let's put the chain on and go for a ride. So, got everything back together, but I'm still hearing some clicking. So I think before I actually put the new bottom bracket on, I'm gonna get a new cassette and a new chain because the drivetrain's pretty worn out. Clicking could be coming from that too. So we'll try that and then new bottom bracket as well. All right, thanks for watching. Ride on. You can hear that clicking. All right, I bought a new bottom bracket, and yeah, my fear is I'm gonna put this on and then it's still gonna click. So maybe not. We'll find out, and then find out if it's something else. Sometimes chasing down clicks is not super easy. So, but drivetrain's pretty worn out too, so it could be a lot of things. Well, we'll try this.